Okay. Like I said, like I tell people, if this could be bought, I'd be selling them as hedge funds right outside. Basically, you've got to start with a MailChimp or a Aweber or a FanBridge or something that allows people to give you their email address. But before that happens, you need to build up trust and make something of offer, of value, to where we're willing to give it up. And that's what the labels have made a big mistake. But it wasn't until, you know, it's funny because I have friends at the labels, and I went and I showed them that they were all doing wrong. And I said, I'm not here to just say this is what you're doing wrong. It's unfortunate because there's like 8 people in town that all went to the same digital summit, and we're all told to do something the same way, so all the websites look the same. All this, submit here, click here for update, get here, join the list. Nobody wants to join nothing. I don't need another email. You know, it's like, so what I did was I went out to the real estate guys, and I said, hey, you guys are kicking our butts online. You're making billions, and we're making all the content, but we can't do it. He goes, but you guys don't date. What do you mean we don't date? He goes, you don't date. All you do is vote for me, buy for me, give to me, give me your phone number, give me your birthday, give me this. Well, what are you giving me? Not a single major label was offering anything of value, but wanting everything of information that I personally don't give out. And I started thinking, why do we think our fans are different than our friends? Why would we expect them to do something that we wouldn't do ourselves? So I went out and created the 7 free songs for the fans. Because we've given the perception that a download is worth $1, 99 cents. That's what a download's worth. So I would rather hold on to my dollar than give you the ability to bother me on my email. But when I offered the 7 free fans, and it was the artist that was inviting you to come be a part of this, now all of a sudden our opt-in went from 5% to 100%. Because the concept of a download for an email isn't new. Rock guys have been doing it for years. But the opt-in is about 5%. That means 5% of the people who look at it say, yeah, I'll take you up on that. In the program that I had created, our opt-in was 100%. 100% of the people that watch the artist video that says, hey, I'm Jordan Pruitt. Over the next 7 days, I want to send you songs, learn a little bit about you, you learn a little bit about me, just let me know where to send it. We never once asked them for their email. We never once asked them for their name. All we told them was tell us where to send it. And what we asked for was first name, last name, email, and zip code, and we got it. But then I had to go in and show the labels. Look at what we got by offering up a relationship. Because with those videos, the first girl that I did it on, I went up to the Belmont kids and I invited them over and I said, hey, tell me what you think about these videos. And I'm like, holy crap, we usually don't get to know this much about an artist until their career's over or they've ended up in rehab or something. You know, it was like behind the scenes. But it built up enough trust over that 7-day period of time that we also went back and said, hey, if we'd send you a song a week, and this is something you and I'll have a private conversation about, but what we did with her is she had this huge catalog of music. And what I wanted to do was to be a smartass. I'll be 100% honest with you. I wanted to see if I could get people to send me $9.97, exactly what it would cost to go get something at Walmart. But I had a point that I wanted to prove. So with Daisy, we went above and beyond. I said, hey, would you be willing to give one of your work tapes and demos away every week and do a Ustream with these people? She said, yeah, I do Ustreams with people anyway. They just ask her questions. She answers the questions. We made $500 in that 30 days. We had 80 people out of 500 give us $9.97. We went to the publishers and said, hey, if we're giving away work tapes and demos, are you cool waving your feet? They all said yes, because they were asked. So everybody else would say, oh, you can't give away music. Publishers, go ask them. It's a work tape and it's a demo. It costs nobody any money. 59 cents US, 69 cents international. We were netting per transaction, per digital transaction through PayPal, $9.38. Record labels are netting anywhere between $3.75 and $4 per physical transaction that they are selling at Walmart or Target or Best Buy or whoever is selling CDs these days. Their digital transactions, it's much lower than that. So not only did I beat them in the net, I had the contact information of my consumer. iTunes, Amazon, Best Buy, we spent millions of dollars sending people to someplace else that we then do not have the ability to go back and contact them without being at the mercy of iTunes, Amazon, or Walmart. I had to show that with these independent artists, and then to be able to walk into the labels where all of a sudden they go, okay, pick us, let's fix this thing. So that's what we're working on right now, even at the major label deal, is that we've spent all this technology to get all these text messages and all this kind of crap. We've burnt through so many lists by not knowing how to work them properly. So that's the battle that Doak and Eric and people like myself in our business, we're out trying to tell you guys, a lot of what we teach isn't glamorous, but it will help you build a career and build a business. And that's what should be important to you. And if your opportunity comes to where a label says, dude, I really dig what you're doing, you walk in and you're able to say, this is what I do on a daily basis. I tweet and I do my social, and I've been working on my vocals, you can tell. Look how great I am with my instrument. Here's the catalog that all the different things that we should be doing now is what we're trying to teach. And that's why we do these. It's just, like I said, a lot of you are curious as to what's going on. I just want to give you the advice and the information. And then if you want to have further conversations on how we can teach you, we have stuff for that. But in the meantime, read everything you can get your hands on. Take what's good for you and move on. Not everything I say is going to be right for you and your situation. So don't go change your whole world around just because you happen to hear me say something to two old hippies that sounded cool at the time. You need to do the research and really find out if it's the right thing for your business. A lot of you are in different areas right now. Some may have a song out at radio right now. Some may have already invested a couple $100,000 that you're trying to come back. Some may be brand new, just trying to figure out who they are. There is no cookie cutter one way of doing things. Just because it worked for someone doesn't mean it'll work for someone else. But if you can get the general knowledge and the basic understanding of that, and try to find out from the people you're wanting to impress. If you're wanting a record deal, and this will segue into, did everybody sign up, give me their name and email on this list that's interested in possibly winning something worth $1,000? Oh, okay, takers. All right,
We sign up again?
yeah. Here's what's basically happening. Doak, what's my time?
About 20 minutes.
Okay, I'll do this real quick. So, basically what I started noticing was that there were a lot of people coming to town and they were running into somebody, and that's the advice that they would take. And a lot of these people are awesome. They've won Grammys and Producers of the Year and things like this. And there's a lot of great people out of work right now. So there's a lot of people in survival mode. And what we started doing is I'm sitting there going, there's got to be a way to get the answers to the questions for these things. So that's when I launched the Music Industry Blueprint. I just kind of did a Twitter one day. I said a little tweet, and I said, hey, whoever wants to ask questions about the business, here I went to anymeeting.com and could have up to 200 people. I said, hey, just click on this link, I'll answer your questions. Well, I did that again, and it got bigger and bigger, and I'm like, okay, there's a lot of people out there that would like information. As much as I like to talk and hear myself talk, it doesn't really matter what I think an A&R person wants. If you're wanting a deal, wouldn't it be nice to be able to ask the A&R person at a major label, saying, hey, what is it you're looking for? What can I be doing right now that will get me to your desk, that will give me the opportunity to present myself to you? Major publishers, if you're a writer looking for a publishing deal, it'd be great to know what a publisher's looking for. How hard are deals to get right now? Are there any deals out there? What do they look for in a song when they go present it to a label? All the different questions that you have for these publishers. The hard part is a lot of people are getting taken advantage of because they can't afford good legal advice. Because as we all know, attorneys are expensive. So what if we were able to get an intellectual property entertainment attorney that could tell you not only what you should be doing to set up your business right now, but how to set up your business, how to protect your intellectual property, which is what your music is that you're creating, and how to protect yourself against getting sued in case you're out there doing somebody else's intellectual property on YouTube and cover songs and things like that. How to protect yourself there. Then I went and I found a voice teacher, one of the best ladies in the world that I love, that sits there and says, okay, what can we teach people that they can do 10 minutes a day to help their vocal cords? Let me pause that for a second. Here's the thing that amazes me the most. You guys will spend a fortune on pictures. You'll spend a fortune on records that you probably shouldn't have recorded, but you won't go get voice lessons or continue to take them. You can go get another picture, and you can go get another record. You can't go get another voice. So start taking the time to find, even if it's free voice lessons on YouTube, every day. Females, here's the thing. Reality check. Your voice, the way you sang at 13, isn't the way you're going to sing at 17, and it's not the way you're going to sing until you're 22 or 23 years old. That is when your voice is going to fully develop. You need to be doing things to take care of that. Water, sleep, vocal exercises. So take care of that. I remember the other day, an artist was like, oh, I had to cancel my voice lesson to go hear a drum track. I wanted to smack him right in the head. You know, you go check that drum track, take care of the voice. Okay, so pause note there. All right, then I got somebody like Denny, who's going to come in and teach you how to have your guitar be your co-writer, that there's little tricks that you can do on your guitar. I'm bringing in someone that's going to show you how simple and easy it is to do 2-track recording on any computer, or your iPad, or your iPhone. And those are the recordings that we end up giving to our fans to build our list and to make them feel like they're a part of something. I'm going to invite Miss Taylor Edwards, who has a huge YouTube following and is the most consistent person I've met with putting up her videos. And we're going to show you how to do that. If she can't be there in person, we're going to have it available for you on video. I haven't approached her yet, so I'm hoping she's going to be there. Then Eric Arnold, wave in the back. Eric and I invited Jay Frank, who used to be with Yahoo Music. He wrote a great book called Future Hit DNA and Hack Your Hit. Jay went out and did all that nerdy crap that I would never want to do, figuring out how long intro should be and what songs have had the most success because they were this length of time and all this other kind of crap. So he's going to come there and tell you what's going on. And wait, there's more. Then I invited Cherise Voltaire, who used to be at NSAI, who now has her new organization, to come teach you how to monetize your music in your own area, wherever it is that you're at. And then Eric and I will come in and wrap it all together and say, okay, if they want this, 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 and this, how do we put it all together in a nice little package and present that to you? The dates of that 2-day seminar are February 16th and 17th. Now, I am not going to let anyone take notes at that event. Will is going to videotape every single segment so that you can go back at another time and watch it in case I want you focused on listening and answering questions, because you may not ever get a chance to be with that person again. So I hate when I go to seminars and I'm constantly writing because I'm afraid of something. Any PowerPoint presentations that we do, I will provide those PowerPoint presentations to you. So you will have all the slides, you will have all the videos, you will get all the knowledge, and what we're doing for that is it's $397. And I'm also going to throw in a year into the Music Industry Blueprint, which is the program that I teach, which are recorded training modules on everything that I talk about here, from here's how you go on your website, and this is where you click to it. We make it so freaking easy. You have access to me 24/7 by email, so that if you're about to get asked to spend some money, you shoot me an email and say, hey, so-and-so thinks I need 10 grand for pictures, and I can say, tell him he's high on crack, and I'll get somebody for $200. We're there to protect you. We also bring in monthly guests of mine from within the industry, from actual companies that you've heard of, that you can then ask them questions too, also on the webinars. And people ask me, how do you get people from these companies? I pay them. Say, hey, sit at your house for an hour, I'll pay you money, would you answer questions? And they're like, yeah, I'd do it at the Tin Roof for free. So cool. So we give them money in order to do this. If you decide that, hey, we're a duo, or we're a band, or we're together, we're offering 2 people for $597. And if there's somebody that's sitting here saying, hey, it's a lot, I can't do it, email me and we will work out a payment freaking plan. You can't afford not to get this information. If you guys are taking the time to show up here, you're hungry for information. And if we can get everybody in one place. Now, for those of you that are like, oh crap, I'm not going to be in town, that's fine, because guess what? I'll end up putting those videos at a link and I'll charge for you guys to watch it. So it will be out there at some point, but we will go get you the information that you need. What we're going to do is find somebody on that list. Dope's going to enter them in tonight, throw them little random things, and one of you will be getting an email from me. We're going to give you entrance into the event and the year for free, just for being here tonight. Somebody here is going to pick that up. So we'll do that for you as well. But everybody's in different positions in their life. Everybody's in different financial situations. Don't just not attend because you think, oh crap, I can't afford whatever. Like I said, shoot me an email. We'll put together a payment plan. We'll figure out a way. If you want to be there, we'll figure out a way for you to be there. Okay, so that's the least that we can do. Like I said, you guys have been supporting this. Some of you have been here every time, and I appreciate it, and it's getting bigger and bigger, and we're going to continue to do them. If you like this style of learning, go to MusicStartsHere.org. They've got hundreds of hours of videotapes from people in all different walks of the business. You know, there's even an old video of stuff that I've done, and there's about writing and producing and legal and all kinds of different stuff. So if it makes sense for you, I've got flyers for the event that we'll hand out if anybody needs them. And if anybody doesn't have any other questions, I want to give you guys a chance to network and shop. If there's any husbands that need to get out of the doghouse, they have these cool bracelets up there that worked for me last month. They're long and they have different things, so when you wrap it around, it looks like 5 different bracelets. It's like super.
Like that?
Yeah, yeah.
I got that in Denver.
Hey, up there. Yeah, this is kind of as hippie-ish as Denver. Hey, it's called Two Old Hippies. So,
They're from Aspen.
if anybody else, does anybody have a question that they feel they want answered before we disappear? If not, I'll give you my email address. You can always shoot me an email.
I got one.
All right.
I may not have asked. So I met someone